Alright, welcome back to Life is Strange 2, Chapter 1. Probably, most likely, this is going to be the last episode of Chapter 1. And it's time to tell Daniel all the truth about what happened
Moment of
to,
truth.
to Poppy.
Papito. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me?
Remember that song? Come on, dance!
Oh man, we haven't played guitar.
Oh, you better let this play out, motherfucker.
You played on easy mode. I was on
What?
hardcore.
You're so jealous. I'm the best guitar player.
Hey, you can zoom out.
You're... Woo! The fucking dog is having more fun than either of them.
Say that, but I don't see no dog dancing.
Its tail was wagging like hell, though.
Mm-hmm. Hey, 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 hey,
Oi, oi, oi.
hey. Hey, you talking about the last episode that song deserves to be on the playlist.
This
No,
one does
this
too.
song-
How long is this song gonna go on for, man?
Yo, it's the Foo Fighters. You better enjoy it, man.
Yeah, man, but we got a conversation to have.
Ooh. Oh, the best part of the song, though?
I didn't press it, it automatically did it.
Oh, thank God.
Daniel, come here. We need to talk.
Can we get a drink first? I'm thirsty.
Right now?
You said I could have a Coke. Or something.
Okay, I'll get you a soda. But when I come back, we're going to talk. Serious.
Fine. What's the big deal?
Alright, this is what I'm gonna say before, like, I'm assuming all hell breaks loose.
And
Every-
you cut out. Oh, never mind.
Wait, what?
No, when you stopped talking, I thought you cut out.
No. But, yeah, every Life is Strange has to have that cliche of, like, you know, that mosh pit dancing moment, you know?
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. You know, not to offense to these guys as much as that song was good, you know? I think, Chloe and Max, you know, thrashed a little bit more better, but, you know, that's just me.
Yeah.
And I still remember that, legendary line, you know, shake that bony wet ass. So to this day, that will forever be the best. But I expect that in Life is Strange 3. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And can I
Oh, there it is.
go down? No, I cannot. Uh-oh.
Somebody forgot to play.
Daniel.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. Oh my god. Daniel! What's happening? Daniel, calm down.
You lied! Dad! Our dad is dead! Why?
It was an accident. I fucked up and a cop shot it.
Who?
What do you mean you fucked up?
It's me!
so sorry.
Why? Why did you lie to me? Answer me!
Oh shit!
Whoa!
I hate you!
Good job, Silver.
Not my brother!
Daniel, chill out, okay?
Get away from me!
Shh.
I hate you! Don't touch me!
Daniel, please.
Oh.
It's okay.
I want Dad.
Me too.
Damn. I nearly got thrown on my ass.
We were gonna see Dad.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Would have fucked up. That's probably would have
I
happened.
just...
Just don't lie to me ever again. Ever.
I promise. I won't lie to you again. I promise.
That's
I'm
good to know,
serious,
Silver.
Sean.
Because if I'm gonna have to lie
I
to
know.
actually save our lives, I'm gonna do it, and that's gonna contradict
Me too, Daniel.
this whole playthrough.
What are we gonna do without
This whole playthrough is going to be a series of contradictions anyway.
It's gonna
I'm
be
just saying, you know,
It's gonna be okay.
lying doesn't really hurt. Maybe you should have said I'll try.
I don't know, I'll get upset that we couldn't promise.
It's a kid, bro. Forget it next day.
You'd be surprised how much kids remember.
Hey, legit, bro. Come on, man.
You'd be surprised how much kids remember.
Am I a monster?
Nothing is wrong with you. You're different.
Okay. What are we gonna do now?
I was thinking maybe we could go to Puerto Lobos. Where Dad grew up, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
It'll be fine, Daniel. There's nothing we can't do. As long as we're together.
Can you tell me a story? Like he did?
I'm not as good as him. He used to tell me bedtime stories too. Once upon a time, in a wild world, there were two wolf brothers living in their home there with their papa wolf. They all lived happily together. But
There's the Arcadia Bay Lighthouse.
Hmm.
I think.
Winters took their dad away.
I think not, because maybe, I don't know.
So now the brothers were alone. And they had to find a new home. They started a journey through the great big forest.
Yes, bus, holy shit. beautiful. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. To be continued.
And we probably have a lot of time. We were to continue.
Episode 1, Roads.
Dead end roads and lost highways. Alright, so what do you think about the first episode? So, I'll let you go first.
I like it almost as much as I like this instrumental.
Mm-hmm. But that's the soundtrack, though. You know the soundtrack's good.
I know.
Yep. Would you say it's, one of the most action-packed first episodes to any type of story narrative game?
I wouldn't say most. I think Until Dawn kind of has it beat.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
in terms of making you care for the characters, this is definitely up there.
Mm-hmm. And I guess question number 2, because I always like, pitting heads against each other, Which episode one do you like the most? You like the episode 1 of Life is Strange more, or you like episode Life is Strange 2? Episode 1. I know what my answer is.
Option C, episode 1 of Before the Storm.
Well, that wasn't, one of the things, but...
Well,
why?
There's 3 games.
Yeah, but one's a freaking, you know what I mean. Filler game.
One is a prequel.
Yeah, one's a prequel, but it's not like the main, 5-episode, format, which is why I was comparing it, the OG. But if so, Before the Storm, why Before the Storm? Because that's not fair when you really think about it. Because that they condensed it was what, 3 episodes? I remember. Before Storm?
Like 2, maybe.
Yeah,
but...
so they can literally fill in a lot of stuff in the first episode because it's not being stretched out to 5 episodes. But you can go on that.
The dynamic between Chloe and her family, having the wait, was that Before the Storm, or was that one where
you tell me?
She had the stepdad.
That's the first game.
Ah. Excellent. Yeah, probably Life is Strange 1 then. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I agree as well too, because this game has a lot of big shoes to fill because, yeah, as you mentioned in this episode, this game is super emotional and you can kind of see how you can be invested in these characters, but nothing so far at this moment has made me be like, hey, you know what? I love these characters and I really want to know what the fuck's going on with the story. But off rip, Life is Strange 1 did that shit. And if episode 1 did not hit, you knew damn well episode 2, when episode 2 happened with that, whole, figuring out what the real mystery about the game was, and then ultimately ending the episode on, whether you can save a girl's life or not. That shit's fucking cold, bro. That's cold, bro. And that's, in my opinion, it's still the most, I don't know, heartwarming, sad, emotional moment of, any Life is Strange game so far. At least the early stages. As the story developed in the first game, it got a little bit more darker. Hey, Listomania. We gotta use that song for WrestleMania. God damn. What was that one song, bro? The Block Party? Whatever the last song was. Yeah, I think it was that Block Party Banquet. That song, bro. But, shit, okay. It's glitching, but, yeah. To me, it was a proper good first episode, and I think episode 2 is gonna be has to be one of the ones where says, hey, you know what? Like now you're fully in depth in the storyline. You know, you had one episode to like analyze and make your assumptions on everything. You know, because when you really think about it, like just my preference, I think what's his face? In the first game, you know how like Chloe would have her like annoying moments, and such, but like ultimately, like she was such a badass and such a cool like friend to have that like you put all her like negativity and all the other thing aside just to actually have like that moment with her and all that crazy crap.
Hmm.
You can say the same thing about Daniel being annoying because he's a kid.
To a lesser extent for me, but yeah.
Yeah, to a lesser extent for me too. Like
No,
I
I
think if
mean
anything,
with Chloe and her negativity.
yeah, yeah, to me too because like I think if not like if anything, Chloe's like the best like Life is Strange character in like all the series so far. But the point I'm trying to make is like like that's why I'm trying to make the comparison with that with like how Daniel acts and like how I don't really like mess with that. Like Sean's cool.
Well, I mean, in a way, it's kind of an unfair comparison because you've had 8 episodes with Chloe versus 1 with Sean. So you know
No,
Chloe's full story yet. We don't know Sean's full story yet.
I'm not talking about Sean,
Or
but
Daniel.
yeah, I'm talking about Daniel. I'm talking about the kid. No, but I'm not talking about the full story. I'm just talking about which character is more annoying than the other. Like, and obviously, like clearly one's more annoying than the other, and it's not like, oh, but he's a kid now, It doesn't matter, dude. Like, it really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, like that annoyingness latches onto like the character you play the most, which is Sean, obviously. And it's like I don't know. Like, I get the story you're trying to tell, sibling narratives, living, life on the road, with a lot of clashing heads type of moment, but it's just I don't know. There's nothing where I'm like, okay, you know what? Like I'm like, I don't know, but it didn't have that much of effect as like the original game so far. But I don't know, maybe it differs for you, but
So far, I like both stories. Like they each game in the Life is Strange series tailors to a different audience in some ways,
yeah,
but like objectively, so far the story is being told really well. Subjectively, your opinions differ, but like from an objective, like, all right, how is the story structured? How are the characters structured? There's no real issues yet, but we'll see how it goes. There's still 4 more episodes for them to develop, and for their ideologies to be challenged. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying like like I'm talking like how you talk, so because you always like to have like the good of the bad,
Yeah.
I'm just not putting notice on the bad, that's a lot good for this game, and like I'm kind of interested, obviously, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's like how like it depends on how like things play out as like the episodes go on. Like episode 2 is gonna be crucial. Episode 3 is gonna be very crucial too.
Yeah.
Because what I'm trying to say is by the end of the game, bro, I want Daniel and Sean to be on that iconic tier like how Max and Chloe are. Because by the end of that game, bro, they're like icons, like the franchise.
Yeah.
That's all. But yeah, are there any other things we gotta talk about before we get to like the results?
I don't know. I'm just enjoying this this somber guitar.
Like I don't know, man. I think what it is also is the first game, like at least the way I'm looking at the narrative as such, compared to this game, bro. This game makes like living in America look like a piece of shit compared to like the first game.
Well, also keep in mind this is being told through the perspective of minorities.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And
But
this
you
is
know,
more of a story about the hardships that minorities go through, trying to
I
find
know.
their place.
I
So it's
know.
going to be different for you and me.
I know. I know. But what I'm trying to say is like, where's the fun, man? Where's the fun? And also another thing too is I think it's just preference at the end of the day too, because to me like a murder mystery is more like compelling story than two kids are on the run because of a bad hand they got shaked with losing somebody who they appreciate the most and such, like having like what, like a road trip mission to go to Mexico.
Well,
Like
I
I feel like
mean,
one is just more compelling than the other. I'm just that's
I
another.
feel like this story could also turn into, Sean trying to redeem himself in the eyes of
The
society,
public.
and earning his, like, trying to earn his quote unquote freedom
Mhm.
from the system that's trying to oppress him.
Mhm.
Potential's there. We just gotta see what they do with it.
Mhm. Yeah, I see that. It's also kind of like a mixed bag too, of like down the road you're always gonna meet people who are good, like Brody, and you're gonna meet people who are like a piece of shit, like that guy who I curbs on the fucking this episode. You know, that's another thing too.
Hmm.
But anything else that was kind of bugging me in this episode? Oh yeah, so I feel like the power in this game doesn't really push the narrative of making this game kind of fun, I would say. Because like I like the idea of this game making like you make a choice and it's final type of scenario, but the fact that like Max's powers work both ways in the first game, where you can actually just go back in time and fix the choices you make, but then like on the open world stuff, like you learn more information, you can use your power to your advantage and such. This, by the way, Hank Stamper, whoever that shit, bro, you played a shitty character. Okay, you played a good character, man. Like, shit. But
Talking about Life is Strange 1 or.
no, I'm literally looking at the screen right now, and I saw the names and
Oh.
and I saw like
This is
Hank
the
Stamper, and
Japanese
I was
cast. The Japanese cast.
yeah, yeah. Japanese guys did a good job, bro. Like shit. But no,
Mm.
what was I trying to say? Yeah, so like the rewind power, like I don't know, that just A makes it like stories that much more compelling, and B it was fun to play. While on this one, it's kind of
Mm.
like you're not really playing the person that has the power, which ultimately is a detriment to the game. You say it. It really is.
Potentially. If you get
It
to
is.
control Daniel for parts of the game, then
If you do, then yeah.
we'll see what then we'll see what happens there. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the other way to look at it is you're playing with somebody who can influence the way that somebody uses their abilities. Kind of like you're playing the mentor, not the person with the powers. So that could be interesting. But yeah, for a more active person like you'd rather play as the one with the powers. Which I won't lie, I'm kind of the same way, but
Mm.
doesn't mean I wouldn't be willing to give a story like that a chance.
Yeah, I'm not saying it sucks or whatever. I'm just saying like it can lead to
It's
its
different in a bad way.
yeah, basically. By the way, is there an option where you can just like fast forward these things? Oh, you press X for me, bro. Oh, actually, we're already at the end. Agree, though. Yep. Square Enix. Yep. You guys made a good game.
For our dear friend and colleague Michael Sherlock, I'm guessing passed away.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mr.
Rest in
Holmes.
peace, man. Mr. Holmes. Alright. Let's see the stats. Okay.
So 35%.
So most people would have done the choice you would have made. Hey, whoa, what are you doing?
What? There's 6 pages.
Yeah, and you just literally went past all of them. You lied to, Esteban, you told him the truth, more people told the truth. You hugged
Yeah.
him, 90%. You didn't take, wait.
You didn't take money from the jar.
Ooh. You could have done that, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
You confronted Brett, yeah, okay. We move on.
And also, there's an option to show the friend stats for this. So, out of everyone in my everyone in my friends list, this is the choices that friends made. So, 40% gave the chocolate crisp to Esteban, 100% told the truth, 100% hugged, 80% didn't steal money from the jar, and 80% confronted Brett.
Really, okay.
So now we go to page 2. 55% decided to steal in the parking lot. 20% sent Daniel to beg for food, versus 51% being the highest option that you didn't beg for food. We're in the minority where we stole while Daniel distracted Doris, as opposed to a mighty 62% of people didn't steal anything in the gas station. 64% of people hit Hank and stole the camping gear like us, and 61% of people called Lila back. And 91% of people promised Daniel that we won't lie to him again.
Yeah, and the other option, you could try to be honest.
Daniel learned about trailblazing. Daniel didn't fall in the woods. Daniel fetched wood for the fire, 46%.
Okay.
Daniel lost the wood race, which is only 10%.
Yeah, so I'm a part of that 10%. You know, I respect that shit.
Mm-hmm. Daniel learned how to skip stones as the minority, interestingly enough.
Yeah. Yep.
Daniel was mad at you in the woods, was 12%, but Daniel didn't get mad.
Hey, what's up? Oh, snap.
Oh, there's an option to get sick from the berries. Interesting.
I knew it was the red ones, bro. Damn. Had an okay night. What the fuck's an okay night?
No nightmares. I'm not feeling sick. Which we fucked up on because we scared him too much.
Hey, it's legit, bro. He deserves to be scared every now and then, bro.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah, but we overdid it.
Yeah. Might or not. You know, kids with their vivid imagination. But,
Daniel had to beg for food. Daniel distracted Doris.
Hey.
Daniel had enough to eat.
Hey.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Daniel got a Power Bear toy. And Daniel stole something from Brody.
Fuck.
So looking at the friend stats, 60% of my friends got Daniel a Power Bear toy. And 80% of my friends let Daniel steal something from Brody.
Damn.
60% Daniel didn't get mad. 40% Daniel was afraid of your stories. 20% Daniel had to beg for food and distracted Doris. 80% Daniel had enough to eat. 100% Daniel learned about trailblazing. 100% Daniel didn't fall in the woods. 40% Daniel fetched wood for the fire. 0%. So I'm like the only one who lost or who had Daniel lose the wood race. Whereas 40% Daniel won the race and 60% didn't even do
I'm
it.
telling you, I had to humble this Jim. Where's the rock, paper, scissors, too? Shit. I humbled this guy, bro. Like, that's not on there, but like, I bet you.
40% Daniel learned how to skip stones versus didn't learn.
Yeah.
80% promised Daniel to not lie again. 60% decided to steal in the parking lot. 20% begged for food. 20% stole while Daniel distracted Doris. 80% hit Hank and stole the camping gear. Versus 80% called Lila back. Alright, so more often than not, we were in the majority. Which is cool.
Majority aside from the things where we could teach and beat Daniel to oblivion, I feel like we just differ in that, but everything else.
And technically it's a tie, but yeah.
Yeah.
Although sending Daniel to beg for food is the minority.
And we got food though. Yeah. We would have failed, then it is what it is, bro. Sucks,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. Come on, man. Focus.
Okay.
Trust me. You can do it.
So it's telekinesis. Okay.
Of control.
It's telekinesis.
Yep. Interesting. Ooh, look at this Winterfield, man. Interesting.
Yep. All the choices that'll carry over into the next episodes.
Interesting.
All 5 episodes downloaded. And I wish we could go back and have a list of the collectibles, but oh well.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure we missed a good amount.
I think the moment we start this episode, if you go on the journal thing, it'll just tell us all the collectibles. Cause I know damn well we didn't miss all the parts where we didn't draw, right?
No, but I think the main collectibles are the souvenirs.
Are you sure it's not the drawing shit?
I mean, it might be 2 separate collectible lists, but I think the main ones for trophies are the souvenirs.
I guess, but I feel like the drawing ones are more important because it's interactable compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Cause in my opinion, you remember how in the first game, the photos were that's basically what the drawing is when you really think about it.
Yeah.
So.
Alright. Next time on Life is Strange 2. Cloud takes the wheel for part 1 of chapter 2. Where we learn how to help Daniel control his telekinesis, apparently. And we'll see what other kind of shenanigans we get into. But until then,
peace.
I am Cloud, he is Silver, and this is a strange, strange life.
Bro, stop watching the line, bro. Peace.